What's good, YouTube? Today I'm gonna be talking about a very, very powerful topic, and the topic will be about what would you do when you start questioning your faith in God? What are you supposed to do when you question your faith with God? You're probably in a state of your life right now where you don't know what's going on, you don't know where you're headed to, but you're just kind of moving. You know what I mean? And I'm there right now, and I've been there before. To just we're in a place where you don't know where the next step is, but you're going up a flight of stairs, and you just take the next step anyway. You know what I mean? And that's the biggest thing that you would have to understand is that take the next step. I question my relationship and my faith a lot with God. And I don't never really question God. I know at a point in time I definitely questioned God. And I'm happy I found God. You know what I mean? Because I feel like once you find God, you can't lose him. You know what I mean? No matter what type of things you're doing, once you find God, it's hard to lose him. You know what I'm saying? So I haven't lost God, but I do question my faith in him. You know what I mean? Sometimes I question, like, do I really believe in him how I say I do? Do I really walk in his way as I say I do? And I don't. I'm not perfect. You know what I mean? We all are human, and we all sin. You know what I'm saying? There's no perfect man on this earth. There never was a perfect man on this earth other than Jesus himself. So with that being said, when you question your faith, when you question your connection with God, when you question those type of things, it's always important to know that you have to give God a chance. And this is what I mean by this, because a lot of times people question their faith in God. People question God himself a lot, but they never gave God the chance to do his work. And I am a victim of this. And I mean right now, kind of, you know what I mean? I'm kind of in a state of my life right now where everything's so busy, everything's so slow. I'm distracted, you know what I mean? When you are distracted, when you are feeding into these social media distractions, when you're feeding into these pointless conversations with females or males, when you're doing all this stuff that can distract you, you know what I mean? It can take away your faith that you're questioning. That faith that you have, it is there, but it takes away from allowing God to do his work. God is waiting for you to open up to him. God is waiting for you to give your life to him. God is waiting for you to come in his kingdom and accept the fact that he is in control and you're not. You know what I mean? God is waiting for you to do that, but you're allowing your life to just flow with these distractions and all these things that don't matter. And like I said, right now, this is a personal thing that I need. Like, I'm talking about it, but this is going on in my life right now. I haven't been as close. My relationship with God hasn't been as close as it was maybe like a couple months ago. You know what I mean? And it's nothing that has to do with me questioning God. It's just my faith in God is falling away because I'm giving my energy to things that I shouldn't give my energy to. I'm giving my energy to social media. I'm giving my energy to people who I shouldn't be giving my energy to. I'm doing things that I said I wouldn't go back to. I'm going back to it. So I'm not allowing God to do God. You know what I'm saying? So when you question your relationship with God, it is important to know that you have to allow him to do it. Because your question is something that you're robbing yourself from. You're questioning your faith, but you're robbing yourself from your faith because you're not allowing God to do him. The closest I ever was with God was when I just kind of cut out all my distractions. When I deleted social media, basically when I was bored, bro. Like when I made myself bored, but I wasn't bored. I was bored, but I was fruitfully bored. You know what I'm saying? I had nothing else to do, so I would go in my Bible. I had nothing else to do, so I would read a book. I would actually talk to God, like have conversations with him. I was at peace. So like, and I was just sitting down today, just like kind of like reminiscing about that sense of peace I had, and I want it back so bad. And I got to start taking steps to get in there, and I definitely told myself that I will. But if your connection with God feels off, if you're questioning your faith with God, take a step back and look at what you're doing. Look at the distractions that you're allowing into your life. Look at the things, how you view your life, and tell yourself, am I allowing God to do his work? Because a lot of times you don't see God's work because you're not allowing him to. God's trying to work behind the scenes, but you're not allowing him to do his work. So when you question your faith with God, take a step back. Take a step back, look in the mirror, look internally into you. Look internal to you and see what you're letting externally out. Because you know what I'm saying? You will start to see that God is working, but you have to allow him to work. I don't make the video too much longer, but when you question your faith with God, allow God to do his work, and you'll be more grounded. You will feel better. You know what I mean? Just allow. Take a step back, allow. Cut out distractions, limit distractions. And God will always work. Like I said, I'm going through this right now, and maybe you're going through this, and if you made it this far to the video, I appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe, like the video, and yeah, we gone.